And we signed a lease in April
of
2020. Yes, sir.
Oh shit! You signed during the thick of it.
Oh, it was. Oh, yo, this shit about to morph. Let's go get that.
Okay.
So when we realized the pandemic was here, yes, we went and got it. Let's go. It's gonna change.
That's a bold move.
Yeah.
That's a bold move.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have signed anything new in April. That's a bold move. I mean, it played out obviously, but like it was too much unknown. Like April, I was still afraid of my groceries.
Yeah.
I couldn't see what was gonna come.
I think what it was knowing that it was gonna change, and then just understanding that it wasn't gonna last forever.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I had motherfuckers in my ear telling me events are never coming back. You might want to just do something else.
Yeah.
Like people who invested in my company who told me like, nah, bro, you should just do something. You can come work for me. The events are never coming back.
Nah. People need interaction.
Yeah.
They need interaction.
Yeah.
You know, the people need to shake hands.
Yeah.
And they need to do high fives.
Yeah, and all that shit.
You know what I mean? It's necessary. It's needed.
And you know, I was in the Midwest.
Gotcha.
Up there, their mind when they treated the pandemic very different. Were you in Miami when the pandemic hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we was disrespectful to the pandemic. Yeah.
Midwest, them motherfuckers was like, oh no, what events? Are you crazy?
Right.
Like they were still trying to figure out how they was gonna get food. You know, they had all the everything was locked down, everything was shut down. Yeah. So it's interesting to have that different shift based on proximity.
Definitely.
For real.
Definitely. Well, we are here.
Let's do it.
Guess what? Guess what we sitting with? Ha! Yes, the man himself, the myth, the legend, the man that walked the land, the man that was watching a TV show and came up with Tech Tuesdays.
Straight up.
Miami. Brought it on over.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Plain Sight, CEO himself.
I couldn't have done none of it without you.
Man, listen, man.
Literally, figuratively, whichever way you want to say it. So there's that.
That's a fact. We all got to start somewhere, right?
We do.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Facts.
Communication is everything.
Facts.
Learning how to work with each other, building relationships, building impact, being influential, coming up with a transparency, trust, all of those things. All of them. All of those things matter.
All of them.
You know, because I think what people fail to realize is that, you know, when you're going into business, it's a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relationship. Mm-hmm. Like with anything, you get a new car, it's a new relationship. You get with a new lady, it's a new relationship. Mm-hmm. You start a new business, it's a relationship.
Facts.
You know, you just can't turn it off just because one bad thing that happened or, you know, you ran into a brick wall here. No, you got to come in, you got to make it all make sense.
And remember why you got into the relationship to begin with.
100%. 100%.
Facts.
So I just wanted to catch up with you, man. We ain't going to keep you long, but I just wanted to say welcome back.
Yeah.
And then catch up to ask what's been going on with Plain Sight, what's been going on, because Tech Tuesdays has not only started in Miami, we've definitely just stemmed off and did a couple other arms. So that means it's working.
Yeah, it's work. I mean, I think in general, people need community. We was just talking about it. I don't know if we was recording at the time or not, but people need to gather. People need community. And in tech, everybody's trying to figure this stuff out.
Right.
And what better way than to bring the community of people in tech and people who are tech curious together.
Right.
And that's the case in Miami, obviously, with Tech Tuesdays here, but that's the case in different parts of the country as well, particularly when it comes to people who are from diverse backgrounds who've been intentionally or non-intentionally kept out of tech. We did another variation of Tech Tuesdays in Detroit. It's been going great. For those who might know me or maybe not, I lived in Detroit for 6 years. Got a lot of relationships and love for people in Detroit. And they got jealous when they saw the Tech Tuesdays Miami.
What you doing?
Yeah, what is this? Why you ain't doing it in Detroit? You don't never do nothing in Detroit. You just left Detroit. You don't never do nothing.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, man. You know, I'm a do it in Detroit, and it's been very well received from people like Marlon, who has a developer background, who been hosting events, to just people who are tech curious that's wanting to host different, networking events and things of that nature. So shout out to the D, shout out to Detroit. Tech Tuesdays has been going well up there. And then from plain sight perspective, man, every single day I wake up trying to figure out how I can connect somebody who's hosting an event to a sponsor, and a sponsor to an event marketing opportunity, somebody who's attending an event to somebody who else is attending that event. And that's been going good. The other thing I was telling Sharif is I finally have direction this year and feel like I know at least which path I'm going in. Mm-hmm. How far I'm going to go, time will tell. You know what I'm saying? But it feels good to at least have some direction. And I feel like I've been hitting my stride. So sky's the limit. I'm very optimistic, but 23's been good to me.
That's great. Sure. I had to realize that what everyone's strengths are, and that takes time to do so. Mm-hmm. And you're definitely a community builder.
Yeah.
It's about the communication, is going in, seeking through and finding out, okay, who can I pick and choose and sit them in this place, start this relationship, put them in a good position and allow them to lead the way.
Yeah.
That's major. That's a very big plus.
That's it. That's it. And
I feel like that's a gift as well, because you have to actually see something in someone in order to put them in that position.
Yeah, and then have the confidence to get out the way. Sometimes you just got to get out of people's way so that they can thrive. And I think that more and more that's where I see myself. I don't want to be the one that's touching everything. I want to get out of the way and I'm gonna be 40 soon, which is crazy. I want to especially let younger generations who got these fresh ideas and these appetites to have a seat at the table, to give them some type of pathway to be able to do those things. You know what I'm saying? I've made a number of relationships along the way, what I've been doing, and it'd be crazy if I didn't start to provide access for people to be able to have the same platforms that people have been able to give me so that I can make something of myself. So that's kind of where my headspace is these days.
Yeah, because you forged a couple of relationships, man. I remember waking up one day and I saw like 14 advertising trucks with plain sight on the side of them. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like, and how exactly did you bridge that relationship?
It was great. Shout out to Brex. Brex is our credit card company. Specifically Janine, man, you talk about a community builder. Janine over at Brex, she hit me up one day and she was like, look, we're doing this special for people who are Brex card holders. And I see you out here grinding, man. I wanna throw your name into the mix. She threw my name in the hat and they bid, and that was really exciting. I didn't know what it was gonna look like. She was like, I need your assets within the next hour. I'm like, all right,
okay,
yeah, right.
Okay.
She was like, they said yeah, but I need it within the next hour. I need you to send me Plain Sight's logo and a one-liner about the company. We'll handle the rest. And so I'm super grateful, man. I randomly met Janine during Art Basel a few years back, and she convinced me to get a Brex card, and I did. And ever since, she's always been hitting me with just little opportunities, you know what I'm saying, that I didn't really think that I would have. And so that was cool. I wish I could have seen it in person. And I told her, how thankful I was that she thought of me, you know what I mean, to be able to have that type of promotion, because who knows how much that costs, you know what I'm saying? Like if I would just have to pay for that out of pocket. But you keep showing up and people gonna see you and people gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna decide that, okay, at some point we need to give this person a break because he's giving a break to other people. Right. And I think that's what happened with that. So super great.
I mean, you could have paid for it. All you had to do is just turn around and go talk to your sponsor from FPL. You just bought that home.
Shout out to FPL, man, Florida Power and Light. I'm really glad that they see the vision and picking up what we putting down. I had the pleasure of working with FPL with another opportunity last year. And so we send them events a lot. And then when I sent them Tech Tuesdays, they bid right off the rip. And so I think that they're going to be a tremendous partner, not just from a dollars perspective, but they have a huge presence in the state of Florida and so
Right.
many different relationships between the different chambers and things
Right.
of that nature. And so they'll be able to bring some audience to what we're doing as well. So super excited to have Florida Power and Light as a brand new sponsor of Tech Tuesdays.
Okay, that's great. Did you drive over there in the Cadillac that you bought over here doing Art Basel? I'm just saying, I'm just connecting the dots.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
yeah.
mean, it just shows that you just
right.
making these moves
That's right.
strategically,
That's right.
and it's making a whole lot of sense.
Strategy, man, strategy. Like you try to weave all this stuff together. You try
Right.
to take the randomness and then weave it together to try to make something special. And that's what I've been doing. I didn't drive the Caddy. Shout out to Cadillac though. That was the first time me and Sharif met, man.
Absolutely.
We did a Cadillac event during Art Basel. We need to spin a block on that. I'm gonna hit Cadillac up actually when I get back to the A and see if they want to run that play back, because that was a good time. And I think that you were in a place and I were in a place too during that time where we were both trying to figure things out. And I think we know a whole lot now more than we did last year, which speaks, great volumes of both of us, for always just trying to put one foot in front of the other. And I think Cadillac would do themselves a huge advantage if they decided to work with us again this year on that Making Major Moves brunch that we did. So shout out to Caddy.
And we could just bring much more impact, and that's what it's all about.
That's it. That's it. Because it's starting to. I've started to see PS Social, PSI become a staple in this community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are now a voice to be reckoned with. Other people come to me and say, "Hey, yo, you do this thing at PS Social, right? Like I've been hearing about them. Tell me about them, whatever." And that's good when I hear people who are coming to me asking about the work that you guys are doing here. And so super excited for everything that you guys got going on, man, and the moves that you're continuing to make this year and beyond. So some flowers are due to you and your team. Yeah,
I appreciate it, man. I mean, we definitely aim to deliver.
That's right.
Right? And continuously to create a safe haven to make sure that today's entrepreneurs are constantly staying busy, constantly creating some type of income for themselves to become sustainable, because today's entrepreneurs really, they are these content creators.
That's right.
Right? And if we do not take the time out to show them how to handle business, how to create a sustainable business, then what exactly are we doing for our tomorrow?
That's right. That's right.
Right?
We're going to have to depend on them. You know what I'm
Mandatory.
saying? Yeah.
Mandatory.
For real.
So
and if they don't know, then what?
And the things that you're doing from FPL to Cadillac to the other brand partners do you think that content creator or that entrepreneur know how to have that conversation?
Nah.
Do you think they know how to show up? Do you think they know how to put together a brand deck?
Nah.
Do you think they know how to go into the boardroom to give their pitch?
Not at all.
That's our
all.
responsibility to make sure that we put this bridge together.
I just had a meeting with Sam the other day. He was like, "Man, Ted asked me to put together a sponsorship deck, and I ain't never put one together before."
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "That's okay. Send me what you got. I give you some feedback. We'll keep chipping away at it." You know what I'm saying? And that's what it takes. I wish people would have had that same patience with me. Sam will figure it out at some point. He'll keep knocking his head up against the wall, and he's a smart dude. At some point, he'll figure out the best way to do it. But why make him go through all that? You know what I'm saying? If I could take an hour out of my day to just sit down with him and give him some X's and O's,
definitely.
That's going to come back to me. I'm not worried about that, and Sam's going to be better for it. You know what I'm saying? So you spot on with that. They don't know, and it's our responsibility to guide them through these processes that we had to try to figure out on our own. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, for sure.
I heard you had a birthday that just passed, man.
Yeah, man. Cancer season is in full effect. Shout out to all the cancers out there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna usher summer in the right way. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a few. I met a few cancers out there. Okay. We turn it up until I don't know what season is after hours, but we gonna run it all the way through.
I'll let you know.
We gonna run.
I'll let you know.
Oh, yeah. You too?
It's Leo season.
You too.
It's the Lions Den. Understand?
Okay.
It's the Lions Den.
Okay.
Understand?
Well, y'all sit tight. We gonna show y'all how to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? We gonna show y'all how to do something right now. Man. Just had a birthday. Feeling good, man. I feel young. I feel spry. I still got a pep in my step, man. And hopefully God continues to bless me to see many more years on this earth, man. And hopefully I can do some cool things with the time that He gives me. So thankful for the birthday.
I think I told you this from the beginning of the year. You know, when you started going down this path, man, you gotta brag on yourself, man.
Yeah, you're right.
You gotta brag on yourself.
Right. I don't really know how. It's weird. It feels weird.
Yeah, you gotta go ahead. You gotta take the humbleness and put it to the side.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Because the people need to know exactly what you're doing, how you're navigating through it. Because in actuality, it's motivation, it's inspiration, it's encouragement. Yeah. So you can't dampen your light. Yeah. You know, you can't act like you're not doing enough.
But
you know
that's right. That's real.
So you got to talk about it, and it's just really it's casual conversation. Yeah. And it's not gloating or it's not bragging when you actually did it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're not lying about it.
That's right. Right. Ain't
like
cap.
You see how I just went down the road, you know, and ended. You know, we started from here, ended up at Cadillac because you accomplished it.
Yeah.
You did it.
No, that's real.
And it's only a conversation.
That's real.
You know,
that's real.
Versus some people coming up with ideas and not exactly knowing if they're gonna do it or when they're gonna execute, or you know, putting their tail in between their legs. No, you did it. You accomplished it.
Yeah.
So
and I be wanting people to ask me how. And so if I don't tell people that I've done certain things, they can't ask me how I've done it. I can't help them try to do the same things if they don't even know that I've been able to do certain things. So you're 100% right. You're 100% right. I'm working on that.
Yeah,
I'm working on
That's
that.
all right, man. I know what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna just get a shirt made and just put all the brands on that you know what I'm saying? Just put it on, put it on your back. You know what I'm saying? Put I did.
Yeah.
You know, since you want to talk about it, you know, you might as well wear it.
I'm gonna follow your lead. You always have great ideas, man. He came up with the dopest name. Look, we just did this event, man, at Tech Tuesdays, technically free. And when I heard about the name, I text Kanasha immediately. I said, man, this name is fire. Like, she was like, oh, Sharif came up with that. I was like, oh, okay, of course he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man's a wizard when it comes to the branding, when it comes to naming. I'm telling you, man, he's a wizard. He's a wizard. So I'm gonna follow your lead. Yeah. We all got our strengths. That's definitely yours, and I'm following your lead 1,000%, man.
It's the football team, man.
That's right.
Teamwork truly makes the dream
Straight
work.
up. Straight
up.
You
know, I say even like with Mayweather, people say like, "Oh man, he's the greatest. He's the greatest," because you only see him that's in the ring.
Yeah, he the one fighting. That's right.
He the one that's fighting. But guess what? Let his cut man not come in that day. Right. Let his water boy not come in that day.
Right. Whole day thong.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, whole day thong.
The whole day.
Yeah,
like, what you mean?
Yeah. Well, I ain't working out today. Yeah, It ain't right in here. Yeah.
It just the feng shui is thrown off.
Yeah. Can he come tonight? Because that's what we were scheduling it for.
Exactly.
Facts.
So it's all about
Straight
team,
up.
man. It's all about team. But let everybody know where they can find you, man.
Yeah, holla at me on all the social platforms, Plainsight, CEO, PLAINSIGHT. Plainsight.app if you want to check out our platform, man. If you're looking for sponsors, we'll help you. If you want to host events, we'll help you. If you're looking to make new connections, we can help you, man. I appreciate everybody here at PS Social, PSI, for sure. Couldn't do Tech Tuesdays without them. Appreciate our brand partners for sure. Shout out to again our newest partner that we just got on with Florida Power and Light. Always shout out to Venture Miami, who really lifts up their sleeves and gets in the trenches with us with everything that we're doing. I know Ted Lucas isn't here tonight with us, but shout out to Ted and Technology and everything that he's doing as well, man. So y'all holla at me.
Yeah, and that's it, man. You know, it's PS Social, Tech Tuesdays Miami, and you know what it is, right?
That's right.
It's technically social.
Technically social. TechTuesdaysMiami.com, man. Holla at us. Come to these events. You're going to learn something. You're going to learn. So you're going to learn about how to earn. Come to Tech Tuesdays for sure.
That's it.
For sure.
It's ball game.